Hey Magic players, Brian here for MTG Frontier Guide, delivering your weekly budget deck tech. This week we have Mono Blue Spirits. Spooky. Okay, that was kinda lame, but I promise this deck isn't. This deck has everything I like in a deck. It's cheap, effective, annoying, and it's blue. Our main strategy here is to stall our opponent long enough to win via scratch damage. We start off with places of Fogwalker, Mausoleum Wanderer, and Rattlechains. The Fogwalker is great all around. It's only a 2-drop, it has a big butt, Skulk, and a relevant enter the battlefield ability. Whenever he enters, we get to tap one of our opponent's creatures, and it doesn't untap during their next untap step. Mausoleum Wanderer is basically a stubborn denial on a stick. Whenever another spirit enters the battlefield, he gets a +1/+1, and if you sacrifice him, you get to counter a spell, unless his controller pays X, where X is the Wanderer's power. Rattlechains has Flash, which comes in real handy if you want to take advantage of the Mausoleum Wanderer's abilities, and when it enters it gives another spirit hexproof, which is a great way to protect it. Next on the list we have 3 copies each of Nebelgast Herald, Niblis of Frost, and Uninvited Geist. Nebelgast Herald is just insane in this strategy. Whenever it or another spirit enters the battlefield, you get to tap an opponent's creatures. Oh, and it has Flash too, so you can play him right before your opponent's combat phase to tap down their creatures. Niblis of Frost works extremely well here as well. It has flying, prowess, and whenever you play an instant or sorcery spell, we get to tap one of our opponent's creatures, and it doesn't untap during their next untap step. And last on our creatures list, we have Uninvited Geist. This one is great as well. It has Skulk, which makes it hard to block, and if it gets through and deals combat damage, we get to transform it into Unimpeded Trespasser, an unblockable 3/3 with creepy flavor text and an even creepier art. Now for our non-creature spells, we have a playset of Ice Over and 2 copies of Dig Through Time. Ice Over complements the tap down strategy very well, and as a bonus it also hits artifacts in case your opponent is running vehicles. Dig Through Time is just gravy here. With Dig you get to go 7 cards deep, you pick 2 of those, which is great for setting up your next move, and I haven't told you yet, but we have a lot of counter spells too, which will help you with the delve cost of this one. Okay, here are those counter spells I was telling you about. We have playsets of both Negate and Revolutionary Rebuff, and 3 copies of Spell Shrivel. Negate takes care of anything that is not a creature for the low price of just 2 mana. Revolutionary Rebuff counters anything that is not an artifact unless its controller pays 2, and Spell Shrivel is great. It counters anything unless its opponent pays 4, and instead of sending that card to the graveyard, it exiles it. Now onto the mana base. Since this build is mono blue, all we need is just 22 lands. Quick and easy, nothing else. And onto our sideboard, which as you know can vary greatly depending on your local meta. But here are some good options for you. We have Talent of the Telepath, Ceremonious Rejection for that pesky Ugin in case he shows up, Neutralizing Blast, Ether Spouts, and also Sent to Sleep, who would be a good add here. Alright, well that's the end of the video. Thank you again so much for watching. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to our channel. It helps us out a great deal. Also leave us a comment. Let us know if you gave the deck a try and how it worked out for you. Again, this was Brian with MTG Frontier Guide, bringing you the Mono Blue Spirits budget deck tech. Thanks again, and get out there, have fun, and play some Magic. Bye.